So a lot we speak about the injustices, the problems in our society. This is important. In the first line of the first poem, not in the first line, but in the first poem I did, I cited a verse. It says, "The law will not change the condition of a people until they change the condition that's what's within themselves." And this is a element of seeking justice that sometimes gets pushed to the back, although it is the primary means to find justice. It is the primary means to rectify society, to rectify and make right and make excellent what is immediately around you: your mother, your father, your wife, your husband, your brother, your sister, your close companions. But even closer than that is your own self. So freeing the own self from oneself is, as Jesus Christ would say, to die before your death, to rein in the ego, the thing that identifies me as me. So I am me, and you are you, and he is she, and I'm man, and I'm black, and I'm American. All these things are from the ego, the way we like to identify ourselves and make ourselves feel special and different than everything else in creation. The reality is, there's only one creator and only one creation. So I am nothing different from you, and you are nothing different from me. It is only the illusion, the conjuring up of our minds that make us, that create these neat borders around each other so I can feel different and special. In this, we call this the nafs in Arabic, the self or the ego. This has some benefit, it has some good, but the fit is, there's a saying that the nafs is a beast, like a horse, and it says either you are riding it or it is riding you. So this beast that we have, if what would you say to a man who was trying to get a horse up on his shoulders so he could walk to where he was going? You would say, "Foolish man, that horse is for you to ride." But the man would say, "The horse is too unruly. I can't get control of the horse. It goes wherever it wants. So I decided to carry the horse." And the horse is sitting with a bit in this man's mouth, telling it where to go. You would say, "Foolish man, that horse is for you to ride. You are the master of that horse. So get on the back of the horse, teach the horse, train the horse, discipline the horse to take you where you would like to go." And so much of the work that we have to do, seeking justice in the world, is seeking justice in the kingdom of our own selves. And in that, to rein in the ego and to make it obey you and for you to obey God. So this is what this has to do with. So this is as like a message to myself. You think you're hidden, but I hear you whispering, feel you thinking, smell you sweating, I hear you breathing, believing you'll break me. Instead, you are my steed. You will carry me to the most gracious, the most graceful, the most merciful, the most grateful. Our opponent has no more uses for nooses. He's calculated, ruthless, we're wild, clueless. A draw is a win for losers. Why won't he just shoot us? Because seduction to slow suicide is better, more clever than homicide to remove us. One must learn to maneuver with the inconspicuousness of a peasant with the mind of a ruler. Master the planets like the solar and master the seas like the lunar. But I'm neither a good master nor a good slave. Nonetheless, I will be taken to account later or sooner. But later, in the center of the surah, I find the inna ma'al usri yusra, the fact and the inna giving me hope beyond hope. But this dunya has adorned herself with her best wares. Her best snares calling me to her, and I've adulterated myself, even breathed my seed into her, giving birth to devils that want the rights from their father, clawing at my calves that want the rights of their father. Their eyes like fire burn, their teeth at my honor, the breath reeks of karma, drinking blood from the breasts that hang upon her, screaming for the rights of their father. But I know I must bury them alive, like the Arabs of old would do to their daughters. I'm a chip off of your block. The block chipped at my own heart. My heart is a chip off of Noah's Ark. I'm Lewis and Clark, trailblazing an expedition into the darkest part of the heart. Or I'm Lois and Clark Kent, one hiding the truth, the other denying the truth that is known as art. I'm Napoleon Bonaparte or Osiris with my bones thrown apart. I'm both the conqueror and the conquered, and it's known as art. Perhaps it's more than art. I swore to God and he swore back on the Hajj. The black stone told me a secret. If I were to speak it, my own brothers would call for my head on the yard as an act of service of their God. But before my heart goes hard, what am I but them, and what are they but God? Oh Lord, say it ain't so. I didn't get this from my head, I got this from Ahmed. Sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. What am I but you, and what are we but him? What is truth but truth, and what is whim but whim? What about his light, and why is my face so dim? What of the faith of the tongue and the disbelief of the limbs? What of the ends justifying the means? But the ends never really begin. They never really begin. We never really begin.